Over the summer, our producers and I had the opportunity to intern at news stations with esteemed meteorologists. Today, we're here at WGAL with Rachel Coulter and Curtis Silverwood to see what goes on in a broadcast meteorologist day. Let's take a look.
This summer, Curtis and I had the opportunity to intern at WGAL, South Central Pennsylvania's #1 news station.
We worked alongside meteorologists Joe Calhoun, Christine Ferrer, Ethan Houston, and co-creators of Weather Watch, Matt Moore and Shane Brown.
There's a lot more to broadcast meteorology than what we see on TV. So you're about to find out
what goes on behind the scenes.
Good morning, everyone. We're looking live from our York Skycam, and as you can see, not a whole lot of clouds to talk about here. So the first thing I do when I come into the station is I look back at what the weather just did in our region. The reason I do that is so I can actually look forward and see what the weather is actually going to do. That is the first step of things that I do when I come into the station.
Now, broadcast meteorology isn't all glam and bright lights. It's forecasting.
So meteorologists have dozens, if not hundreds, of different tools that we can use in order to forecast the weather. Looking at the observations, the analysis, the satellite imagery, the temperatures, the dew points, you name it, I'm looking at it before I even put my forecast together. Once I've got a feeling for what the weather has already done, then I can actually formulate a plan in terms of what I'm going with the forecast. The weather models that we use, of course, are very important, but remember, those models aren't perfect. I mean, these are just no personality number crunching machines, and they really don't have any idea one way or the other what is correct. They're just putting out what they are programmed to do. And so you have to use your skills as a meteorologist in order to decipher that and figure out what is the true solution.
Not only are broadcast meteorologists forecasters, but they're also video and graphic editors.
In television weather, we like to call it basically smoke and mirrors. That's kind of our nickname for what we do. We actually stand in front of a chroma key wall. It's a green wall that basically is able to superimpose weather graphics behind that. So we use what's called a WSI, which is a computer software company. The Weather Channel uses it. A lot of other television stations across the nation use it. There are different kinds of software applications, but this is the one that we use, and that's basically a very powerful computer putting those graphics together. Not only are meteorologists presenters of the forecast, but we are also the people building the forecasts in the background in terms of television meteorologists. We are also web specialists, social media experts. We have to be able to give our forecasts over the radios, something that you can hear in your car on the go without the graphics. So we have to be able to communicate all of that. For those interested in broadcast meteorology, one thing I would really suggest is to have a solid understanding of communicating with people. Being able to take that complicated science and really boil it down to something very simple. That is really an art in itself behind the science of trying to forecast the weather.
Although you only see a few minutes of what a broadcast meteorologist does every day, they're actually here for about 8 hours doing a little bit more than you would expect.
That's right, Rachel. They're a jack of all trades in forecasting, editing, social media, and the list goes on. Reporting for Weather Watch, we're student meteorologists Curtis Silverwood
and Rachel Coulter.
Thanks, Rachel. Thank you, Curtis. Well, that's a wrap. Please be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at the links shown below. Also, be sure to check out our website, meweatherwatch.com, to see our entire collection of episodes. For those of you at home, I'm your host, TJ Springer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.